Welcome back to Cancel Culture, Episode 2. I'm your host, Nana Abna, and joining me are my lovely co-hosts.
I'm Sicky.
Tashi.
And our fourth co-host, Priscilla, who was sitting across last time. She's not able to make it this time due to occupational reasons, but she will be here the next episode. Okay, so let's get straight into it. Hi, ladies. How are you doing?
Hey,
it's been forever.
I know, right?
I haven't seen you guys in a month. Like, what have y'all been doing? What you been up to? How was your past weekend?
My weekend was... What did I do? Nothing. Because of coronavirus.
You said you caught the coronavirus?
I know what. I said I did nothing because of corona.
Ain't nothing to do.
Yeah, that's true. We're still on lockdown. Unfortunately.
But we slowly supposed to be opening back up, I believe. Like, certain places.
Yeah, I heard the restaurants are... we can do indoor dining. Oh yeah, and bars.
Yeah, it's just lower capacity. That's all. But that's a good step, though.
At least we can finally go out and have a life now.
Open and close it. Open and close it. So.
Seriously, do you guys think that everything will be open by the end of this year? Like officially open, where we can just do anything?
Everything? No.
No. At least by my birthday, everything better be open. That's just how I feel. August.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's not.
I feel like 2022 will be
it will be more of like the go out and do whatever you want kind of
But this year,
yeah, you gotta be lucky.
Yeah.
Well, my weekend was fun. I had an issue. I have a bone to pick with you guys though. So last weekend I had a whole girls' night planned. Okay, I had like the pizza and like the wings and like the just everything planned out. And I usually don't do stuff like this because I'm used to
being catered to.
Yeah, I don't usually cater to people.
She's a brat.
I'm not. And I invited these two lovely ladies. I was like, we're gonna have a girls' night, and they were like, what time? And it was just on and popping. And then Saturday came, and it was like I didn't hear from anybody.
It was a lack of communication.
She didn't drop the location.
Improper communication.
Look,
She made the girls' night, and then you added something before the girls' night that we were supposed to do, which was in the air. And then when the day of the girls' night, you're like, well, we're not doing that anymore. And the girl, she said she's sick, so she's not sure if she can come out, but she's willing to come to my house. So I'm not sure what's going on. And this was like around 6 o'clock p.m. So I'm like, I'm going to stay in the bed. I'm going to stay home.
See what had happened was
exactly.
So we were supposed to go to like Black Ink Studio and take pictures with my girl Brittany, who's the host of Bro Code by B. Richie. And I don't know, somewhere Brittany dropped the ball, and we ended up just having a girls' night at my place. But I thought they all knew, but they didn't. But it's okay because I still enjoyed myself.
You've had anything.
You and Brittany.
We still had, the time of our life.
How are we gonna go somewhere we don't have the address to? Did you ever drop the location for us to come? Yes or no?
No, I admit that I did not drop the low.
Where you guys at? Are you guys coming tonight?
I thought I asked that. I actually was like, hey, if you guys still wanna, come.
Save it.
I don't know. I think it is. I think they're bougie. That's what it is. I think they are. Bougie.
We're bougie.
Yes, y'all are bougie.
So
I've known these girls.
Years.
I've known these girls since elementary school. Like, I've known you since 4th grade, and I've known you since 8th grade.
Very true.
Y'all been bougie my whole life.
Really?
Yes, that's what happened.
Okay, I said 12. I stand to be corrected. The 17 years that I've known y'all, I've been bougie.
Yes, very much so. Like, they canceled on me and they didn't even let me know, but it's okay.
They canceled on you?
Right, because
Because you didn't drop a location?
Did you talk
Next time I'll drop the low.
Did you talk to her at all? Oh, okay.
But see, what happened was...
Save it. Don't want to hear it. You dropped the ball.
Okay, I admit it was my fault. It was my fault, but I still think they're bougie. But anyways, my weekend was decent. Still hung out with Brittany. She also has a clothing line coming out called A King. which is like named after her son. So you guys should check it out, and I'll put the link right under here. And then Sunday, I hung out with my friend Letitia, and I was helping her with like some content stuff. She has a clothing. Everybody wants to, be like a business owner now.
That's
which is
what's
great.
up. It's smart.
So if you need help, hit me up for a small fee. But no, but I just helped her with like the branding and the logo. So it was, it was a chill weekend, productive and fun. But you know what I'm looking forward to? Valentine's Day.
You looking forward to that?
I know. Like, look, I'm not usually the Valentine's Day girl.
That is true.
I'm always like, oh,
Did
it's
you
a
break up
pagan
with someone
holiday.
on Valentine's Day before?
Yeah, my
that?
first boyfriend, I dumped him on Valentine's Day.
I remember that.
That's so mean.
He cheated on me.
Oh, that's what he gets.
Exactly. Period. So
That's a valid reason.
yeah. But ever since then, I just haven't liked Valentine's Day. But this year is different because I'm in love.
With what?
It's an up and down. Like sometimes you're not in love, and sometimes you are. Sometimes you're not. Sometimes you are. So I know this year is like the first time we're all not single in our own respective ways.
What does that mean?
Well, some of us got issues in our relationships.
I think that's everybody.
Yeah, that's everybody. But at this moment, I'm in love. It might change in a month or so, but at this moment, So, do y'all have any plans with your bae?
No, he wouldn't tell me. He's making the plans, so.
Oh, it's a surprise. What about you? You don't
Not
have
that I know of, no.
Oh.
Be in the house.
So you guys, it's open dining now. We can go to restaurants and eat.
That's their job to make reservations and plans. It's not Sweetest Day, it's Valentine's Day, so I'm just ready to be pampered and eat.
So the next podcast, don't ask me what I did.
Don't say that.
You don't.
I'm just playing.
Okay.
I'm just joking.
I feel like y'all gonna have a good Valentine's Day. Like,
Last year was really nice, and I'm glad it was before the Corona shutdown.
Yeah.
We really had a good time, so I don't know what to expect because of the COVID.
Yeah, the COVID.
So, I'm sure he'll woo me.
Well, mine better read my mind and know exactly what I want.
That's what she said, too.
Yes.
That's not how it works.
Look, if you're watching this, and I know you better be watching this. We talked about that. But if you're watching this, you know what I want. If you don't, I want breakfast, lunch, and dinner personally catered to me. I want a masseuse. I want my nails done. I want my hair. I want the whole like experience.
The whole nine.
So
you
better read my mind. And in case he drops the ball and I have any secret admirers, DM me
She's dead. She's dead. She's serious about that. I'm just telling you. She's not joking.
DM me. I like gifts. I like all of that. I like to be flued out. I want the whole City Girls experience.
Oh my God.
I want to get flued out. Come on.
Where you want to fly to?
Babe, I'm just playing though. I'm just playing. I want to anywhere. I know it's COVID and the plane rates, the prices for tickets are low.
Super
This is
low.
the perfect time. Just email me the tickets that you have for me, and that's it. But don't the secret admirer that I like, because I have some that I don't like. If I like you.
How they know?
The ones that I don't like have restraining orders. They know.
Okay.
I might cut that out. The ones that I do like, I'll just be hey, I'll text you back. But babe, I'm just playing though. But yeah, speaking of flued out, who can't get flued out?
Who?
This Valentine's Day?
Who can't get flued out?
The Trump supporters who raided the Capitol. Okay, they've been added on the terrorist list by the FBI.
Really?
Yes. They cannot go anywhere. Okay. And I don't know if you all heard, but I'm sure you all heard. It took place on. One moment, I got this.
It was all over the TV.
It was all over the TV. I'm sure everybody heard about it.
Now that Priscilla texting is what sparked me to watch the news because I was lost and I'm like, what?
I saw it on social media and I was just laughing. I was like, wait, they can't be serious. What do they think is going to happen? Like, the electoral college is going to see them and be like, oh yeah,
but they
4 more years.
They then said they was going to do stuff like this if he didn't win.
Well, what's the point?
That was my thing. Like, I really
he still isn't the president anymore. So what did you accomplish?
No idea.
They thought they was going to overthrow the law.
That's what they thought would happen. According to a news report by Washington Post, the FBI has added dozens of the Capitol protesters to the terrorist list. And I know some of you guys heard about how some Trump supporters they stormed the nation's Capitol on January 6th. I don't know. It didn't surprise me. Did it surprise you?
It did. I didn't know what to expect, to be honest. I expected the Trump supporters to act like themselves. Yeah. But this is the first time that, Capitol Hill has been taken over like that. And it would be Caucasian people to do that.
Exactly.
Because had it been African Americans,
there was one African American though.
Yeah,
he was looking lost in the South.
He has a few African American supporters, but I just felt like it would have been a whole different narrative if it would have been black people that were the protesters on Capitol Hill.
They wouldn't have got that far.
They wouldn't have got. They would have got shot before they even. Only one person got shot.
Man, please.
It would have been a whole different story.
Yeah, so they're buffoons. Just straight buffoons.
I'm like, what did you think would happen? Like, I just don't. When you make a plan, you have an expectation. Like, okay,
it wasn't a plan. They just was mad. Trump sent them off. He just added fuel to it and got them going.
It's crazy to me. Did you all catch the inauguration? Like, I'm glad that was peaceful at least. Did you all get a chance to see it?
I didn't really watch it like that.
I didn't watch it. The inauguration is boring. But I will say this. Shout out to Amanda and Kamala. Black excellence. Like, awesome. Yeah. But as far as the whole inauguration, you could say that. That's no. Yeah. I don't got time to watch it. That. No, thank you.
Yeah, I caught bits and pieces of it. I was like just really inspired. I love seeing black women in high positions of power.
Oh man, that is historical.
Literally.
The first woman, first African American, first Asian American vice president. That is phenomenal.
Seriously. And I saw online some, of course,
negative
Trump supporters like, oh well, she's not black. She's black now. Like, y'all created the law and said 1/8 of black. If you have 1/8 of black in you, you're black.
She's not Caucasian. So that's all we need to know.
Yes. So, it's just a way to discredit like the black community.
Black people can't have anything, and if we got something, it's always like what's the word? Like it's an undertone.
Yeah, there's always something to it.
Yeah, like just let us enjoy this.
Seriously.
Like this is phenomenal. I'm so happy for her. I hope she does good in her.
I hope so too.
In her position.
So
I still don't trust y'all politicians.
I don't
red or white or blue. I don't trust none of y'all.
What I had an issue with was people saying like, Biden is worse than Trump. He literally been in office for
5 days? Right.
He hasn't even I don't know if he passed a law or anything yet, but seriously,
let the man get his toe in the door.
There's just this collective distrust for government now. Like that's what's
and I believe that they go off a lot of past situations. But they always gonna have something to say. So
that's true.
I think it's just you gotta give him his 4 years. Let him
have time to mess up or
he gotta clean up whatever Trump did, and then he gotta make his own improvisations as the president, and that's not easy. Like, give him a chance first.
I definitely agree. Well, even though the city of Chicago is still on lockdown due to COVID, it seems like public schools have reopened and are making some of their staff return to work. So the Chicago Tribune reported that Chicago public schools are making it mandatory for teachers, nurses, and some staff members to return to their respective schools. Tribune states that about 10,000 educators will have to return to work. The CTU, the Chicago Teachers Union, has until today to make a decision to overturn that, whether or not they want to, continue remote learning for all staff members. Teachers have been protesting through the city all month. It doesn't get a lot of coverage, but it's been happening.
I've been seeing it on the news.
Yeah. How did you all feel about seeing this? If you had kids, well, I know you had kids. Like, if you had a child, would you feel comfortable, making them go to school? Okay. So, would you allow your children to go back to school?
As far as what I saw on the news with the teachers protesting, not going back, I understand because coronavirus it's not black and white, and some people feel uncomfortable going back teaching or going to school. I had to put my kids back in school because I don't have a sitter. So it was like, I don't want to, but I don't have much of a choice. So at that rate, that was the determining factor that they had to go back to school. So
I think it's risky.
It is.
It definitely is. So
it's risky.
I feel like every situation is different. You gotta go based off what's best for you and the kids. It can't just
like
be
you said,
one-sided.
You don't have a choice.
Yeah. So it's like, what can you do?
Yeah, you can't really do much. Like, I think about it, and I'm like, one part of me is like, well, the kids are gonna be higher carriers of COVID if they're all allowed, just because they're children.
Yeah.
And they're more vulnerable to diseases and things of that nature. So of course, like, the teachers and the staff are going to be at risk. And I think about, like, the families who, don't have enough, like, wealth or resources to, provide for their kids, especially during these times. Businesses are closing, which makes me not even believe, but I'm convinced that the $600 stimulus check that they gave us is a slap to the face.
Oh, definitely.
Like, really? $600.
Definitely.
$600. It's just sad to me. Like, I don't know what happened between last year and this year why they wanted to cut it in half. Maybe they're like, we're gonna reopen in 2021 and things of that nature.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't understand it.
Like, that's where I feel like it comes from. Like, the economy, like, that's what needs to be taken care of first before you all close everything.
No, yeah, that's true. That's their main priority, I believe. That's why they rushed the vaccine. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's always about the money.
It really is, and especially in the city of Chicago. But apparently some local businesses received a huge amount. The WGN TV reports that $1 billion has been invested in our city's music venues. The article also stated that we probably won't be allowed to go to concerts until, like, later this fall.
$1 billion?
$1 billion. We got 600. They got. I think this is like just the whole package.
Okay.
But they got more. Like, businesses got more than individuals.
Of course.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah. So it just made me think, like before everything started, concerts were just, going on, and now we got to wait for
concerts. I'm a concert
fanatic.
I'm obsessed with concerts, and it's just been so tough since this whole COVID business. I'm looking forward to going back to concerts. Eventually, I can't, we can't rush the process.
When was the last time you've been to one?
Actually, did I go? Was that with you? No, that wasn't with you. Was it with you?
Where?
At the stadium?
What? Which one?
No, I don't think it was with you.
What artist was it?
It was like a 90s.
No, I think was it. No, I went to like a 90s concert with you.
I'm so confused.
But I don't think you were there.
Yes. I took you guys. Yeah. That was a while ago. That was like 2-3 years ago. I took y'all to that 90s concert. Yes. I remember.
That was so fun.
It was like SWV and Jagged Edge and Faith Evans. I remember. Oh wow, yeah, that's been like 3 years ago. Before we went to Atlanta. That was the same year. Yes.
Really? That was so much
that was the same year.
I really miss concerts.
I miss us going out, traveling.
Seriously. Like,
I miss traveling.
I'm always late, and I kind of like regret that now.
Super
I'm like,
late.
I wish I would have took all that time back. If it's paying, I'm on time. But my favorite one, my favorite concert was the Jay-Z and Beyonce concert.
I remember
the Underrun. Yes,
yeah.
my rap husband.
Yeah.
For all of you who don't know, Jay-Z is my fictional rap husband. He's not aware, but we are in a relationship. Beehive, do not come for me. Okay.
Right, you better put that
All in my
disclaimer.
head, and my man, he knows. So yeah, it's just it's an understanding we got going on.
We
So
all
I
have
want,
musical spouses.
Yes,
Don't act
we do.
like y'all don't know.
yes, mine just happens to be Jay-Z, and he just happens to be married. But Beyonce is our mistress. Kidding. But I went to the On the Run concert in 2018. It was Beyonce and Jay-Z. It was so much fun.
That was lit.
I can imagine.
And you know how people say Beyonce's a performer, and I'm not really a Beyonce fan, so I was
I'm
there
not
to see
either,
Jay-Z.
but she do her thing.
I heard she's a really good performer.
She does her thing.
Seriously, I was like, she made me want to step up just my basic stuff. I'm like,
She give good
Whoa.
energy. She gonna give
She's
you
a
your
good
money's worth.
entertainer, yeah.
definitely, I had so much fun. And speaking of music, did you all get a chance to hear Lil Durk's new album?
I didn't.
I listened
Yeah.
I
to
feel
it.
bad.
I listened to it.
You
How
listened
was
to
it?
it? How was it?
It was decent.
Was it better? Like, cause when it first dropped, like I heard people saying like it's bad compared to, but you know how it is. You gotta play the album like more than once. You
Yeah.
can't just listen to it once and be
Yeah,
like,
that's fair.
so.
Why did they say it was bad though?
Cause like they weren't given specific. Cause Thaddeus, he said on Facebook that it's not like as drill like as his past music, all auto tune and things of that nature. And I'm like, he has some hit songs on
But
there.
he's hasn't he transitioned from?
Maybe that's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say. Maybe he's trying something different.
Trying something new, like give him a
Can't
chance.
shade the man.
I feel like
It's
overall,
not what you don't. What you
Yeah,
used
what
to.
you're used to.
Yeah.
How did you feel about it?
I liked it. I heard some songs. I was like, okay, he has some hits, and then he also has like his melodic kind of songs
okay.
as usual. I thought it was better than some of his past work personally. Other notable Chicago artists released music as well. Tink released her EP entitled "A Gift and a Curse" on December 26th.
She did.
Yeah, it was really like
Is
it was an
this-
EP. It was nice though.
It's
She's so underrated. I love
She
her.
really is. But for Durk's album, I liked it so far. I felt like he was being authentic and expressive about his pain. Yeah.
He is still
He went through a
breathing.
lot.
Yeah.
And like some critics, well, I won't say critics, some music reviews said that it sounded like a cry for help.
He's so extra.
I was like, what?
Why? Because he put his pain in his music.
Yeah, he always does though.
But don't
now it's all
all
pain.
I mean, he just lost his loved one. What do you expect?
That's what I was saying. Like he talked about just how the trauma like caused heavy drug usage.
I'm
Yeah, he
sure.
talked about a lot of things. So I guess they were listening to it. They were like, "Is he okay?
I don't
Like,
think it's
should
a crime
be
for help.
concerned?"
It could have been
I said, I
therapeutic.
don't think it's a crime for help. I think he's just grieving.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like she just said, it's therapeutic for him probably.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah. Well, I came across an article on Stereo Gum, and they're the ones that they agreed that it was a hit, but they said it sounded like he's going through something.
because he is.
He is. And I think about it, I'm like,
I mean,
His-
if you were grieving
Exactly.
internationally, publicly, whatever you want to go, I mean, what do you expect him to do? He probably had a project, maybe the project is helping him.
yeah, it's
You know what I'm saying?
Instead
Instead of him just being recluse
Yeah.
and saying, forget the world, forget my fans, he still want to put something out while he's hurting.
Very much so.
It's something, 2 months? Like, let the man express himself however he sees
Exactly.
fit.
His cousin died. Like
I heard he got a lot of-
died.
yeah, I heard-
Like a lot of like deaths happened around him, and it kind of made me think like that his struggles kind of mirror a lot of people in Chicago struggles. Like it's not, it's like a collective thing that we
Yeah,
see.
and he's moved out the hood, but he still
he's
has.
going through it.
Exactly.
He's still going through it.
And he's still human.
Exactly. I think Chicago is one of those cities that can use a little help though with mental health initiatives. Durk is not the only one that expressed like his pain in his music. Herb does the same, and he actually dropped like a mental health initiative online called Swerving Through Success last year. So it's up and running now, and there's a lot of good resources. So I think if you're in Chicago and you need help and you're going through something, definitely there's resources out there to help you. But speaking of her, I was going through my Twitter the other day, and Ari tweeted that she is not gonna drink anymore, and a lot of fans were like, "Are you pregnant?" Like, and she was not answering it. She was being really vague and really ambiguous. Do y'all care?
No. That's what all these hoes do. Nobody got time to play 21 questions. I don't care. That's out of my tax bracket anyway. I don't care.
Period. Like, I don't know. For me, I was like, I kind of want Ari and her to get back together.
That's dead, baby.
What? I thought they made a good couple.
They were cute at the time,
but everything's cute on paper. I feel like it's cute on paper.
So, do y'all think she looks better with money bag, or?
I feel like I'm not even gonna go into that. There's a lot of feelings with that one. They're happy in their moment of bliss, whatever. Let them be. You know how these couples do, celebrity couples.
Yeah,
they change partners like they change draws, so it doesn't even matter.
That's so true. That's so true. It's like online they always try to put Ari and her, like, their relationships against each other.
But it's
always do that.
I feel like that's just what social media it does. Like, it's, you know, it's a competition. But these celebrities are
It's
like
like with the trap hop. Like,
yes.
with what?
the trap hop that, whatchamacallit got?
What are y'all talking about? Oh, the cars. Oh, okay. Y'all know I don't know this stuff.
Man.
Yes, it gotta be a
You know how much
competition.
that car is worth? Like,
Seriously.
half of you females wouldn't be able, can't even buy you man PS5 let alone.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
people can always have their opinions.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm still, hoping somehow, because I don't like them back together because they're
That's dead. It's
That's
dead.
like, why would you go to New York and wife a girl in New York when you got a girl
I like
like
the relationship.
What's wrong with that? What is
Yeah, I'm just biased.
You gotta move on.
I feel like, I think they outgrew each other. They were probably each other's like first real love. And first kids together. That was their, but and it's like, okay, that was cute. Probably toxic. Gotta let it go. We don't know what it is like behind closed doors. It's just cute to the public eye, but it may be very dysfunctional or very incompatible behind closed doors.
They were toxic. Y'all saw the news report, not the news report, but like the police reporting of her and Ari. Yeah,
That was when they first heard it?
Yeah. I think her got arrested. It was like toxic.
Out of my tax bracket.
But you know what? Go to therapy, go to couples therapy maybe, and then try to work it out.
That's over.
You're like, no, that's over. Okay, well, on to our next segment, cancel or uncanceled. This is the segment where we're going to dissect individuals that have been deemed canceled in popular culture. So, according to Oprah Magazine, on December 28, 2020, 22-year-old woman by the name of Maya Ponsetto falsely accused a 14-year-old black teen by the name of Keon Harold Jr. of stealing her phone in a Manhattan hotel. Okay, she physically attacked him. It was recorded on camera by his father. And now she was arrested. Well, she got arrested on January 8th. And then on January 7th, she did an interview with Gail Kane on CBS News, and she was kind of being disrespectful to Gail. And she was like, I was like, well, it was like she was apologetic, but she was like, well, get over it. Like, how would she feel if somebody stole your phone? Well, I wouldn't put my hands on them. Like, I wouldn't accuse them. I would ask them the question, like, did you see my phone? Like, she assaulted this guy.
You can't just go point the fingers unless you literally saw this man
Exactly.
grab your
This
phone.
is
Like,
a child.
14 years old.
A child. I do not care what you think he or she stole.
And she's 22. Like, how do you even sound? How do
She
you look?
I mean, she didn't you see?
Cancel.
She looks very what's the word? Out of touch.
Yeah.
So I'm not excusing that, but she's not really what's the word, like
Mature.
she's not. You know how people like are in their own space,
Yeah.
like they're not in the real world.
Yeah.
She look a little spacey, so I don't know what's to that, but yeah, she's canceled.
She's
You don't
canceled.
go around attacking children.
Definitely.
I don't care what it is. That's not cool. She should have got her butt beat. If I was the mama, she would have got stomped. I would have went viral. You're not going to touch my child. Seriously.
Allegedly, she said that the dad like pulled her hair, so she was like, "I was assaulted too." Yeah, out of defense.
She was doing
for something that you did to somebody's child. Like
She was doing too
She's
much.
wacko. She needs to be canceled, and she's not remorseful. She doesn't think she did anything wrong, and then she tries to justify it by saying she's Puerto Rican.
yeah, that was her excuse. She said, "I'm not racist because I'm Puerto Rican." And Gail had to tell her like, people of color can be racist too, man. Like,
Absolutely.
seriously. So,
racist was.
would she still be considered a Karen to you guys though? Because they call her Soho Karen.
She's a Karen. She's definitely a Karen. I don't know what type of Karen you want to specify her, but they're all the same to me.
Tier number 2, Karen.
Right. We got
the second level.
We have to make the levels of Karen clear, but she definitely is.
Yeah,
So
she's Karen.
whatever privilege she thought she had, she tried to use it, and she did something that was just ridiculous, and it was disrespectful.
Very much
She's
so.
out of line.
She was. So
You seen that what was it, her attorney that was with her?
man,
Interview?
yeah,
Yes.
she don't got no control over her.
Yeah, she, I don't know.
Let me tell you, the attorney said, word for word, I might misquote a word or two, so do not sue me, attorney. The lawyer, Sharon H. Gatton, according to E! Entertainment Online, she said, in 20 years of legal practice, frankly, I have not encountered something this way in the sense that I started to question her well-being. I am generally concerned for her mental health at this point. So if the lawyer is not on your side, like,
I'm not
it's
surprised.
not gonna go good for you, ma'am, at all. She told Gail, like, hold on, like, no.
She was so rude.
She was. Like, all you have to say was, I'm sorry, and it won't happen again. She's just like, okay, I'm sorry, get over it. Like, you don't tell people how to get over a racial profiling.
Enough, Gail.
Enough, and apparently she messed with Tyga. She used to mess with Tyga. Yeah. I don't know, that's what I heard. So she thinks she got clout because of that.
Man.
Allegedly. Trying to get sued over here.
Oh man.
You all agree that she should be canceled?
Definitely.
Cancel her.
Canceled.
Cancel
Yeah, she out of line.
You cancel for now. If you come back with a sincere apology.
No, we don't want it. No. Get some mental health and learn how to deal with other races of people. And that's it. But you canceled in my book.
Heard the verdict. We all think you should be canceled, like me, know. But yeah, I agree.
She's a clown, man. That whole interview was ridiculous.
It was. I was watching it when my mom dropped. Like, I don't know what Gail does.
Gail don't have
she
no
angers
control.
people or something.
The lawyer didn't have no control.
The lawyers,
This 22-year-old was treating both of them.
their whole lives reading them to fail, like complete fail. So on to our last and unfortunately final segment, TikTok. So this is the segment where we invite you to be part of our podcast. You can access anything related or unrelated. Submit your questions to twwnana.com/cancel-culture. The link will be in video. So we got a question from an anonymous individual telling us that the first episode was great. Oh yeah, if you haven't gotten a chance, please subscribe. Go to our YouTube channel, Tea with Nana, and check out our first episode. We got over thousands of views on Facebook. We working on YouTube, but you know, we up there. I'm famous now, so you know. But anyway, so an anonymous individual asked, will we be conducting interviews, and if our episodes can come bi-weekly or weekly instead of monthly? How do y'all feel? Do you guys think you have time to make a weekly episode?
I would say maybe by week.
By weekly, I could see that for sure.
Definitely. And yeah, we definitely are going to conduct interviews. So if you have like your own platform, if you're like a local business owner, if you're a musician, if you have a thriving platform, and you're trying to have your own brand, you are definitely welcome to come. You can send me a DM or send me a message on the link that I said previously. And artists of any genre, as long as you're local, you're in Chicago, we're here for you. We support you. And as far as making like more than one episode a month. You know, I don't know. I'm still on the fence about it. Like, we all have lives, we all have full-time jobs, we all work, we're all pretty busy. But we'll just see. It depends. We'll make a deal. You support us, we'll give you more episodes. So if you give us a little more subscribers, a little more shares, a little more views, we'll give you a little more episodes. It's a give and take. So if you do it, we'll do it. You know. So, but eventually, as we grow, we definitely want to like increase the episodes that we have. So just help us grow, please. Even though we don't need your help, but yeah. Anyways. But yeah, that is all for now. If you want to be part of this segment, like I said, submit your questions to twnauna.com/cancel/culture, and we will answer them. Okay, but until then, see you next time.